is they're going to give you a line, and you need to be able to look at that line and tell what the slope is. Okay, and your first step is this. Okay, the first step is think, is it positive or negative? Okay, and right now, let's just look at the lines, because that's probably one of the parts where people get mixed up the most. If it's going from left to right uphill, it's positive slope. So this one's going uphill, it's positive. This one's going downhill, so it's going to be a negative slope. Are you with me? Number 3 is going to be positive because it's going uphill. Number 4 is going to be negative because it's going downhill. Okay, that's your first thing. Your second thing is you need to make a right triangle from 2 points. Okay, now they were nice for you for these first few, and they give you some points on the line that are going to work. In other words, you need to find 2 points. See these 2 dots here? You need to find 2 points. You need to find 2 points that actually fall on an actual coordinate. Okay, in other words, people get confused because they want to use this as a point right here, but you can't use that as a point because it only crosses one of the lines. It's got to be one of the ones that crosses where both the x and the y's, so you could actually plot the point. Okay? And in this case, they've given it to you. So you think about this as being a right triangle. Okay? And I need to then, I know that slope is the up over the over. I know it's positive. So I look at this triangle that I have. How high is that triangle? How high is that triangle? How far up does it go?
1.
It goes up 1. How wide is it?
2.
2. And that is the slope of that line. It is a positive 1/2 slope. Okay? Looking at the next one. Okay, again, okay, they, fortunately for you, they give you 2 points. Okay, but you can pick any 2 points. Anything that works. I actually could have used this point and this point because both of them fall in that, and I could make my little bitty triangle look just like this. Okay, it's going to get you the same answer as this one is. Let's use the big one they give us. It's a negative slope. How high is the triangle? How high is this triangle?
2.
1, 2. How wide is it? From here to here is 2. So it's actually a negative 1 slope, because 2 over 2 is 1. Problem number 3. Right. Problem number 3. This 3. What is the slope of problem number 3? How high is the triangle? How wide is the triangle? 2, and that's a positive. So it's a positive 1/2 slope. Problem number 4. Remember that one, right? Problem number 4. Now there's quite a triangle. Again, all you need to do is go straight down from the one that's there, straight across from that. This is the triangle you're looking at. It's a right triangle. It's negative slope. How high is that triangle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How wide is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. And you don't just leave it as improper. Don't change it to mixed number or anything. It's negative 5/4 for slope. Okay. Now, skip on ahead. I don't want to talk about the vertical and horizontal lines. I want you to go problem number 9 and 10 on the back. Mostly because they don't give you 2 points, you have to figure out the points on your own. Because this is, for some reason, people struggle with this. Zoom in. Where's my zoom in? Let's try this again. Look at number 9 right there. Okay, here's my picture. Is it picture? Picture? No picture. Oh, there's picture. Oh, I had it already. It's a picture, sorry. To go through all this again. Zoom out. Beautiful. I'll try this one last time, kids, I promise. I am a trained expert. Okay, your trouble comes in finding the 2 points that you're going to make your triangle, and you have to look at this line and look for 2 places where it crosses a point that's a coordinate that you could give me. I can't use this because, yes, it's on this line, but there's no vertical or horizontal line that it's on, so this is not a point. Neither is this one, neither is that one, neither is that one, neither is that one, neither is that one. Right here is a place where it crosses both a horizontal and vertical line, so I can use that for one of my points. And it looks like to me the only other one is way, way down here. So this is the triangle that I have to use, across and up. And you could have drawn your triangle on the other side, it would not make any difference whatsoever. But this is the right triangle you're using. Is it positive or negative slope? It's positive. How high is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Over, how wide is it? 1, 2, 3. It is a positive 8/3 slope. Kendall?
So we don't reduce.
No, leave it as improper. You reduce it, you don't change it to a mixed number. You leave it as improper, but it does need to be reduced. You do this next one, problem number whatever this is, 10. Give me the slope for the line on problem number 10. Slope for problem number 10. Nick says,
-3/2.
now let's check and see. Looking for a point, right here it crosses, and going down the line, right here it crosses. So my triangle is going to look like this. You could use a bigger one. I could have used this one and made a bigger one, but it'll still reduce to the same thing. It's a negative slope. The triangle is 3 high, and it is 2 wide. -3/2. The point you could have used this point as well. Looks like it crosses right there. You could have used that one too, but you know, no other point, if you go down that line, falls between an X and a Y. So, boom. Problem number, go ahead, do number 11 and 12 for me, right? 11 and 12. So number 11, Ashley.
+8/3. Oh wait, no, sorry, that was me. +4/3.
I would say, well, let's take a look. Here's a point right here. And going down the line, the next one I come to is this one. If you make this a triangle, it's positive 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1, 2, 3. If you look at number 12, Ava, let's see, crosses here, and then crosses there. It's negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 3. Now, for those of you who are questioning it, do number 13 for me, please.
What? Oh. Ooh, I know.
There you go, good question.
Oh.
Here is the deal on problem number 13. Okay, first of all, every point is a line, and if you really, well, basically, if you were to make a triangle out of this, which you really can't, remember it's how far up over how far over? Well, how far up is that?
1.
No, 1 up would be here.
Oh, negative
It's
1.
0 up, and it really doesn't matter how far over, because any number over here, 0 divided by any number is 0. Horizontal lines have 0 slope, have a slope of 0. All horizontal lines have a slope of 0. Okay,
Wait, same, I'm confused.
now we're not got to vertical yet. Because horizontal lines do not go up, because the up number is 0, it doesn't matter what the bottom number is, because 0 divided by any number, 1, 2, 3, 15,000, is always going to be 0. Horizontal lines will always be 0 slope. Now, back up top to Mr. Vertical Line. Go ahead, do the vertical line for me. What number was that? Number 8. Do number 8. I don't care, 5, 8, 15, whatever. I'm going to do 8 though when I get here. If I get there. I can find it. Is this 8? Is that 9? There it is. They give you the 2 points to use for your dandy little triangle there. Now think about this. Remember, it's up, over. Okay. Looking at the over part, how far over does that go? How wide is that triangle?
2.
No. How far does it go this way?
0.
0. How far up doesn't matter either. Now you're going to say, well, that means it's 0 for vertical lines. No. In math, commandment rule number 1, you can never, ever, ever, ever have a 0 on the bottom of a fraction. Okay? This is actually undefined. That's why I said before you cannot do it, or it's not there. It's undefined. You can do it, but it has no slope. It doesn't have, yeah. I mean, there's no way because, and if you disagree with me on this whole 0 on the bottom of a fraction, think about this. Let me do this for you. What is 8 over 2? What's that mean? 4? In other words, this. 8 divided by 2 equals 4, right? 2 times 4 equals 8. It's a reverse process there, right? Well, if I have 8 over 0 equals what number?
8.
No.
No.
What number do I multiply 0 by, like I multiply these to get 8? What can you multiply 0 by to get 8?
You can't.
Nothing. You cannot do this. It's impossible. Okay? And that's why you can never have a 0 on the bottom of a fraction by itself. In math, that's a huge, huge no-no. And that's why it'll always be impossible. Okay.
So what?
Undefined was actually the answer.
So like if it asks us on that.
You would write undefined.